So to the side of the building we have this alleyway which cuts through into the rear, and there is a road back there which residents can park on. It's just a quick view of the side of the building. That's the bathroom and kitchen windows. What's so nice about this area is the amount of foliage and trees. It really is very pretty, particularly coming onto spring. So there we have a decent back road, which is very useful, and the rear view of the property. Right there in the middle is the first floor. For me, first floor flats are absolutely the best ones to have. You don't have any problems with the damp, and you don't have the problems with the damp from above either. And you benefit from everybody else's heating. So this is an unusual property. So if you look down the street, you can see it's a terrace. These are Georgian terraces that were built for wealthy business owners back at the turn of the 20th century. And this must have been an extra special one for someone, because it was two houses basically. They were converted in the 1960s into apartments. The top floor would have been the servants' quarters, and the basement would have been the storage cellars and the kitchens, and the first and ground floors were really where it was all at. And so that's why it's always better to buy the first floor flat if you can. But they say it's a lovely area. All of the buildings around are in great condition, and a more recent development is a change in licensing for rentals. And in Scarborough Borough Council, in their infinite wisdom, and I mean that quite sincerely, have decided that a lot of the landlords that were here previously didn't care about their tenants. And so they've introduced a discretionary licensing system. And since then, all of the aforementioned scumbags have started selling up, and private people are moving in and spending money on it. And the whole area is really on the up and up. It was always a beautiful area. Unfortunately, for 10 or 20 years, it was inhabited by people who, let's say, were less than desirables. And now it's all changing, and I predict that house values locally are going to be recognised as being incredibly good value for money. I think so anyway. If I didn't have to sell this property, I absolutely wouldn't. But there you go. That's the D word for you. So yeah, it's a lovely looking building, good condition, and one of only two of this type. Some other exceptional buildings in this area. Up the road there was a holiday home of Edward VII. In fact, I've got a photograph somewhere of the shed that he used to take his companions into for a bit of light horticulture. So this is Westbourne Grove, and here is the flat. So it's the first floor flat. Nice entranceway, lovely neighbours, all doing the same sort of thing. A little bit of a garden at the front, that belongs to the ground floor flat, but they're quite happy for us to use it. And lovely Georgian doors. Everything's so solid. When I first came to see this place, the thing that I was most impressed with was how organised everything was, how clean and tidy, and it was immediately apparent that the owners were residents too, which is always a good thing when you're looking at flats. Carpets went down 2 years ago. At the top of these stairs, this is the first run of stairs, is the storage, which I use. It's rather like having a shed indoors, rather handy. And on up to my front door, which is a fire rated door, and into the flat. There we go. So this is one of my favourite rooms. This is the living room, as you can see. Certainly on a beautiful day like today, views across to Oliver's Mount on the left. All of the buildings in the area have been maintained to a certain style, which is really nice. And it's a very comfy room. This is where I design my bathrooms and things. Drawing board is available in the sale if you wish. We have the TVs. The one below is actually a fire. And we've got alcoves. The glassware and stuff would be coming with me, but anything else is up for grabs if you just wanted to move in or you wanted a holiday home. and on into the hallway. First left is the kitchen. So this is what they call a galley style kitchen. You're limited for space, but actually, because I'm a kitchen designer, I designed this to have everything to be a fully functioning kitchen, including hidden drawers, cutlery, and everything else. And trust me, I've made plenty of Christmas dinners for 9 people in here, no problem at all. Nice 5-burner gas ring, all in immaculate condition, as you can see. All of this was done fairly recently, as was the gas boiler and the central heating system. You've got a view here out to the side of the building, which is unpleasant. There we have it. We have an oven with a microwave over it, pan storage underneath. Looks like the obligatory spice and oil racks. But yeah, so when I built this, I built it exactly how I wanted it. The design and deco might not be for everybody, but I certainly like it. This is the shower room. You'd call it a bathroom, but obviously there's no bath. There is a very generous shower. Literally just walk in, which is nice. The rubbish in the hallway, and that's my office, which doubles as a spare bedroom when the boys come to stay over. You could put bunk beds in there, or you could even get a double bed in if you moved everything else out, but I don't need to. I just need an office most of the time. And of course into the bedroom. This is the master bedroom, which is quite a large room, fully featured with a vanity, got TV, Xbox, all the rest of it. With the blinds, it's got blinds and curtains. So these are really, really light windows. If you wanted to lift those blinds up, it's amazing how light the room becomes. I kind of like things a little bit darker, if I'm honest, and I like to sleep well in the dark. But we've got views out over Westbourne Grove, down towards Trinity Church. That's really very pleasant. And again, all of this furniture is up for grabs if you want it. As a holiday home, you don't want to have to furnish it, but of course I completely appreciate it may not be to everybody's liking. Most of the furniture came from Marks and Spencer's, from Next, and other reputable dealers. Well, I'm not an estate agent, so and I'm not a salesman. But what I can tell you is this has been a wonderful home for the last 7 years. I've enjoyed living here, I've enjoyed having my family celebrations here, and it's a great place to work from as well. Anyone who's familiar with my channel on YouTube will have seen the living room many times, because this is where I do my filming. But this whole area is just fantastic. You know, you've got Oliver's Mount just over the way there, which is a racetrack, and it's a fantastic place to do the filming I do for the channel. But it's also a great place to explore from, because the whole of the North Yorkshire coast is absolutely beautiful. And if you haven't been, then I would recommend that you come and have a look and see for yourself. You've got historical Whitby with all of the Dracula stuff going on, but it's got a greater, more rich history than that. You've got beautiful Filey, just a few minutes down the coast, and located where this flat is, exploring Scarborough itself is a breeze. It's literally 5 minutes to the Esplanade, 10 minutes to the beach in total. You've got lots of decent pubs and restaurants. There's a really good Italian restaurant close by that we sometimes go for a treat, and some good takeaways, supermarkets, and yet you're not in a really busy area. This is a residential area. Speaking of residential, all of the flats in this block of 4 are privately owned, and the owners live there, apart from upstairs, which is a holiday home, and they're very rarely occupied. So it's a nice quiet place to live too. It's in good order, it's got great views, and I like it very much, and truth be told, I wouldn't be selling it if I didn't have to. So someone else can take advantage of that misfortune. So if I had to sum up the advantages of this place, I'd say, first of all, it's first floor. When you're buying flats, first floor flats are absolutely the best. You don't have the garden to worry about or anything else. It's very secure. You haven't got problems with damp from the ground and things like that, which is nice. I have a couple of first floor flats, and they are the best ones to have, definitely. Bit more private, more secure, and you just feel like you're actually not as connected with the streets around you as well. So it feels safe. I like it. Being so close to a load of amenities and public parks, and of course the beach and everything, is great too. You don't have to plan a big day out. You can literally just throw a few things in a bag and set off down the beach for a couple of hours. You know, it's great. And when you're down there, you see people who've driven for 4 hours to get here, and you realise how lucky you are. Scarborough's a great place to live, and I'm very lucky. You could be lucky too. The streets in the area are really good, very quiet, there's lots of parking. I've never really worried about having my Bentley parked outside at all. As long as you're careful and you don't leave cameras and phones and things because you're asking for it, it's a really safe place to be. I hope this has given you some feeling for the area that I live in and the property that I'm selling. But by all means, if you'd like to come and see me, have a ride up, make you very welcome, and you can see for yourself whether it's for you. Whether you're looking for an investment opportunity or just a really great place to come and stay at the weekends and the odd couple of weeks in the summer, then this is a fantastic place to be. It's really well maintained, it's very quiet and peaceful, and it's set in just the most beautiful surroundings. It's an absolute snip. If you were anywhere else in the world, in that London or Bath or somewhere like that, you'd be paying £300,000–400,000 for a property like this very easily, and you'd probably be lucky to get it for that. So take advantage of the fact that the prices are fairly depressed in the north, and come and see what the fuss is about. If you're interested, send me an email to nigel@trustplumbing.co.uk or give me a ring. My number's 07785 503 740. Look forward to hearing from you.